Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, but today this is actually going to be a build collab, and I'm doing this with the SimCache, or the SimCache, however you say it. And she is an amazing builder. She does some really creative things on her channel, so I'll leave a link down below to that so you can go and see the building process of this, because she actually built the house, put it on the gallery, I downloaded it and then decorated it, and then put the decorated version back on the gallery. So you can head over to my origin ID, which is Real Thomas TV1, and get the furnished version, or go over to her origin ID, which is just at the Real SimCache, or cache, however you say it, like I said, and then you can go ahead and download the unfurnished version. So this is a traditional mansion. It's on a 64 by 64 lot. This is the biggest build I've ever done. I mean, not build, but like kind of. And yeah, I'm so happy how it turned out. It took me about 5 hours, which is like much less time than I thought it would. I thought I would never ever get it finished because it's just such a big build, and like I said, I haven't done anything as big as this before, but I did manage to get it done in 5 hours. So this is kind of kept a lot of neutral colours, but since it is a big house, I didn't want it to be neutral colours throughout the whole thing. So every now and again some rooms will just be like a totally different colour. So for example, one of the sitting rooms, which we'll get onto in just a minute, is kind of like red, and there's another one which is blue, and then some others as well. So I just wanted to kind of keep a little bit more variety in the house, because I thought that could get a little bit repetitive. And yeah, so there is also a huge garage area on the house, which I wasn't really too sure what to do with. I thought I could either make it into 2 garages, because it does have like 2 garage doors. We could also make it into some bedrooms, but I actually decided to make it into like a modern gym. So I thought, like, kind of, since it's kind of like an add-on to the house sort of thing, I thought it would be okay for it not to fit the rest of the theme of the house, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. So it's kind of kept like all like modern, using spa day items and stuff, while the rest of the house is all kind of like traditional. So I don't know what you think about that, but I thought it was kind of like a little bit of an interesting idea, so that's what I went with. But probably the gym is probably my least favourite room of the house. I think it was just too big, and it was really hard to fill up the space, so it kind of feels a little bit empty. But you could easily add some more stuff in if you download this. So, I did actually change the flooring and I think the wall colours of this as well. I did do this over a couple of days, and I think we'll do cut right now actually. No, we don't. Once we move on to the next clip in the next room, that'll be another day. And before I started recording that, I went back into the kitchen and the dining room and changed the colourings of the floor and the walls, I think. No, wait, I have changed it. As you can see there, the floor in the dining room did change. Anyway, moving on from that, so as you can see there in the kind of like hallway area, there's a random bar in the middle of the floor there. That does change. I just put it there temporarily because I thought I'd come back to it. Where this little dining table is in the kitchen, there was a bar there, as you would have just seen, but I didn't, I don't know why, I just thought there was too many bars in this house, because there was already one in the room next to it as well. So I just put it there, but I ended up deleting it. Anyway, so here we are onto the first sitting room. There is quite a few sitting rooms in this house, because I thought there was a lot of rooms, and I kind of felt a little bit repetitive just doing bedrooms and the same old thing for every room. So I did do a couple of sitting rooms as well. A lot of the rooms in this house do have their own fireplace, which I thought was a really nice addition. And yeah, so there is a TV in this room as well. This room is red. I don't think I did any other rooms red either, but you know, it was a nice little room. I think this is one of my favourite rooms in the house actually. And then over here I do another big sitting area. Since it is like a traditional mansion, I thought there would be more sitting areas than like TV rooms, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I haven't really done anything like of this sort of traditional before. I have done some things where I've kind of done like traditional and kind of like modern in like together, but this is like really like old sort of thing. If that makes any sense? I don't think it does. And the other funny thing is that when I actually first watched her videos for the first time, I thought that her accent sounded very familiar, so that's where she was from, and she told me, I'm not going to say the location in case she doesn't want me to say, but, and she literally lives about 20 minutes away from me, which is totally crazy, because it's always funny when I find, like, simmers who live in, like, my area, like, northeast England, and it's always, like, a shock, because there's never really any simmers here, only, like, 2, and then I found out that she was, like, this close to me. It was, oh my god. Anyway, moving on from that. But yeah, it was nice to find a simmer who was actually really close to me. So this is the first bedroom that we're doing, and I really like this bedroom. It is kind of big. It's not the master bedroom. It is the only bedroom downstairs, and I kind of separated it off because I felt like the room was very big and it was hard to fill up the space. So I did end up splitting it up into like kind of like that area. I also did a little bathroom here as well, and then I also split it off again and made kind of like the dressing room area as well, which you'll see when you come in the door. And yeah, so this is probably one of my favourite rooms of the house actually. I felt like it was just that nice size that I just decorated it well. It wasn't too big where it doesn't feel like it's decorated enough, wasn't too small where it feels too like cramped. It was just a really nice room. So this again was kept neutral colours like like I said, it is my favourite colour combination to use, and I kept that the same in the bathroom as well. I didn't want to have too much difference between the bathroom and the bedroom for this kind of, because like they're kind of together, if you know what I mean. So yeah, also, oh my god, oh god, I think I totally forgot to, that room right there next to the bedroom, I totally forgot to record decorating. Well, I did record it, but I cut out of it, because when I like, I can't even speak. I don't even know how to explain it, but sorry, I've cut that out. But like I said, there will be screenshots at the end of the video, so you can see everything in more detail. Like I said, I just want to get kind of quick snapshots of every room, so you could just kind of get an idea of what I was going for, and then the full thing at the end. But I kind of cut out too much of that bit, so I'm sorry about that. So, oh, there's actually 2 bedrooms downstairs. I didn't realise that. So here's the second bedroom. This is kind of more, I guess, a teen's bedroom in a way. It's not really, I mean, it could be, well, I don't know. It's not a kid's bedroom. It could be any bedroom, but not really a kid's bedroom. You could make it into one of those if you took out the, well, I don't think you would want a fireplace in a kid's bedroom. And you also need to put a couple of toys in there as well. But yeah, so here we are onto the spa area. Now, I don't really like this room, to be honest. I'm not really too happy with it, but it turned out okay. It's very, very big, so I kind of made this room here, well, not a room, I just separated it off and put kind of like a little kitchen area. So our proper kitchen has just got kind of like one of those coolers in. And also put a little table here as well. Again, I think it's pretty much all spa day items I used in this room, and there's also a door going out to the outside as well, just because that wall seemed too blank and I didn't know what to put in it, so I put another door there. And yeah, so there isn't actually any seating outside, which is something, I don't know if she was like going to put that in, or because she was doing the outside door that I was left off for me, because that's kind of like a decorating sort of thing. So I kind of forgot to do that, so I'm sorry about that. But if you want to, you could easily just put a table in if you download this. And yeah, so we're doing the bathroom here as well, which is in the same area. I kind of split this garage off into 3 rooms. So you've got the big gym area with like the kitchen little area and a seating area. And then we've also kind of got a sauna in that room as well, and a couple of gym equipment items. Then we've got this bathroom here, and we've also next to it kind of got like the spa area where there's the massage table and that feet and hand massage chair. And yeah, so as you can see, those windows don't really fit that room aesthetic, kind of, but it's kind of just replicates, well, not replicates, kind of just makes you think that is the garage, if you know what I mean, because that's kind of like the garage door, if that makes any sense. Anyway, moving on. So here we are onto the last bit for the downstairs, which is the big hallway area. Now, I put this off to the end because I just didn't really know what to do for it, so I kind of just put it behind and just kind of didn't want to think about it, because I wasn't really sure how I was going to decorate this area, because you can't really have anything in here which is going to be purposeful, because it's just too big, and you can't really separate it off as well because you got all the other rooms around it. So it's kind of just a huge big hallway area. But at the end of the hallway, I did separate it off again into another bathroom, because I thought there was a big like area of the hallway which I thought could be separated off into another bathroom. So I did that. But a lot of the space is just seating areas and just doing that sort of thing. So I did cut out a lot of that space because I was kind of just repeating myself. So, here we are onto the upstairs now, and we are doing the master bedroom. So, of course, I did put a fireplace in, because I thought that kind of, you know, makes it that special feeling to it, if you know what I mean. And I did separate this off into another bathroom as well, which did I do that? No, I did another bathroom shortly. Fireplace, like I said, the big bed, and I've also kind of got a vanity table from Vintage Glamour in there, and a computer desk, and I put one of the room dividers in, because I don't really use a lot of them. I always want to use room dividers in my builds, but it doesn't really seem to fit very well for some reason for me. But for this room, it seemed to fit very well. For the fireplace area, I added in a couple more of those, just very, like, I used the room tool to make just like a 1x1 room, and just to kind of like make the fireplace stand out a little bit more. I do that in a lot of the rooms actually, because I feel like it just adds, if you feel like the room's going to be too big, then I like to add those in the corners, and it just adds, I don't know, just a little bit more detail, like a feature wall type of thing, kind of. That doesn't really make any sense, but oh well, moving on. So now we're doing the bathroom for the master bedroom, which I only got a tiny bit of clip there. I'm really sorry about that. But like I said, there is screenshots at the end, so you can go ahead and see that. So now we're doing the kind of like the office area. Again, I wanted to switch it up in terms of the colours in the room. So this one is a red one. It's just nice having a little bit of variation in the house. And yeah, so this is kind of like a fairly big office. So I kind of have a big desk in the middle with some chairs, and then there's kind of like a fish tank, which is kind of very modern. But I like how it's like a separate room, so it's kind of like doesn't have to fit in with the rest of the theme of the house, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just for variation, really, oh my god, variation reasons, there we go. So now we're doing another bathroom. Again, it's kind of kept all neutral colours. I kind of kept the bathrooms the same throughout the house, and I shouldn't really do that because it kind of gets a little bit boring, but you know, that's alright. So I think this is one of the biggest bathrooms in the house actually. It's got a double sink, a bath there in the middle, and yeah, so I know a lot of you actually say that I talk too fast. I know that's a bit random, but a lot of you say that I talk too fast, and I know I do. And like, I try to control myself in it. Like, when I first started making videos, I used to sound so boring. It's actually painful to go back and listen to them because it just sounds so like unenthusiastic. So once I started getting a little bit more into videos and stuff and a bit more confident, I started talking, you know, a bit more enthusiastically, I guess. And that meant talking faster. But I kind of realised how that is a problem because I know a lot of you live in foreign countries and English isn't your first language. So me talking very fast is not a good idea. So I'm trying to slow down, but it is hard because I'm focusing on the video and then I kind of not think about how fast I'm talking. When I'm talking, I don't really think I'm talking fast, but once I go back and watch the playback screen, then I realise I'm talking fast. But at the same time, if I think about talking slow, then I kind of doesn't really sound that enthusiastic, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does, but oh well, I'm working on it, let's just say that. So, yeah, so this is one of the other bedrooms. It isn't a master... Well, we've already done the master bedroom, actually. This is kind of more like just another adult room or teenage room, I suppose. It's kind of more like mature. I don't know, it wouldn't be for kids. Well, it could be. Yeah, it could be, actually. Well, not really a fun kids' room, I suppose. And there is a fireplace in there again. That's just something I love to put in this, because it's like kind of like a traditional mansion. I feel like that's something you'll see a lot, so I put that in there. Another thing I used in a lot of these rooms was actually City Living items. I used a lot of the paintings that came with them. City Living... Oh, sorry, my throat's going a bit funny. So, City Living is probably one of my favourite packs used for paintings. There's just so many paintings that came with that pack that I love. It doesn't really fit the traditional theme of the house, but I kind of like that idea because sorry, my throat again. I kind of like that idea because, you know, going into more modern times now and houses being upgraded and stuff, so I kind of like that idea with that for having more modern stuff in a traditional themed house. So here we are onto the kids room. It is kind of like more of a rich kid's bedroom because it is a quite of an expensive computer in there as well. And I really like how this kid room look. It's kind of like neutral. The wall colouring is blue, but it's very light blue, so it's more of on the neutral side, kind of, not really, but you know. You could easily just change up the colour scheme if you want to make this for a specific gender, depending on what you know, gender your child is that you have in game. I didn't want to make it for a specific gender because you know, I never know what with your gameplay is going to be. So when I'm building houses, I always like to keep the rooms neutral for the most part, apart from a couple of other bedrooms. So here we are onto one of the last rooms in the house, I believe. No, this is the second last room, I think. This is another bedroom. Again, it's kind of kept the same. There isn't really a whole lot left to say about it, really, because it's the same with the other ones. As you can see there, I put one of those, well, two of those big paintings from City Living, but I do change that towards the end, because I thought it seemed a little bit too much out of place, so I do go back at the end. I might not got that on camera, but I do go ahead and change it. For some reason, I decided to make the rugs in that room brown, which is a bad idea, because it doesn't match at all, I don't think, so I should have changed that, but unfortunately I didn't. Anyway, so we're here on to the last room, I believe. Oh, second last room, because we'll have another bedroom to do after that. Oh my god. So this is another sitting room. It's kind of a more of a smaller room, and it was a little bit hard to decorate apart from putting just random seats in, but I did put another fireplace in there, of course, because like I said about having fireplaces in traditional houses. And now we're working on the last bedroom, which is pretty much the same as the other one, so again there isn't a whole lot left to say about it, but we will be going on to the screenshots in just 1 second or two. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I'll leave a link down below to the SimCache, or the SimCache, however you say it, because I know people say it differently, in the description, so you can go ahead and watch the building process of this build. If you did watch it, if you did enjoy it, then make sure you leave a like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't. I hope you enjoy the screenshots. I mean, we do have quite a lot of them, so it does last for a minute or two, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.